taking off, and we're just going to kind of narrate a little bit as we go along here to try to see, give you guys an idea of what I'm doing here. So my idea here is to just kind of traverse around things here and just see if I can avoid objects and how well the drone responds and that kind of thing. It's my opinion that this drone is a fantastic drone, and I'll kind of showcase that, as we go along here. I did have to replace the battery, the one battery, so I'll probably end up replacing both of them again. I'm actually looking for new battery options now after the crash with Mackey's. I just want to make sure I have a decent battery in this thing because I have a lot of plans for this drone. I mean, as you can see, this thing is a nice drone. I can do a lot of stuff with it. It's, cinematic wise. It's not your typical trick drone or nothing like that. But I'm going to go ahead and get close to that concrete mixer over there. And we're going to see, how close I can get without actually hitting it. I won't press it too close because I'm not that good of a pilot, just to be honest with you. I mean, I feel pretty confident in my abilities, but I'm not the guy that should be able to get right up next to something. I'm just not that comfortable yet. So as you see here, I'm getting pretty close to the mixer and just kind of getting my bearings here. I want to make sure the drone's at a certain level. Then that way I know exactly what I'm doing on the controller. My goal is that giant plant right there. I just want to see how close I can get to things there, just to see if my abilities are where I think they are. So here's the top part of our plant. This is actually blown before. We had a cement driver that actually basically put too much powder in there and too much pressure, and he, quote, blew the top, literally. So it's kind of nice to see it from this angle here. That way, nobody has to climb up there, which is kind of the point here with the drone. I plan on doing this more often, and what I will use it for is kind of like an inspection kind of a thing, but more so just to kind of like get my abilities down. But I can kind of pass it off as an inspection as well because it's kind of like a dual purpose. So this is where we load our trucks. I'm going to go through here in just a minute, and I'll kind of get up to the fence on the other side. Hopefully I don't get too close. I've been known to get really close to that. I did that with a toy drone I have in the background back here, and I caught one of the propellers on the fence, and it ended up breaking the propeller. So that's not what my plan is now. I just want to get close to it without, breaking anything. Okay, that's close enough, I think. As you can see, I'm standing back there waiting for it to come back through. And my concentration level is pretty high right now because I want to make sure that I don't have any more battery failures. So if I look a little weird, I do apologize. I'm usually a lot more comfortable flying this thing, but ever since that one crash, I kind of just want to make sure that everything's okay. It's not the most expensive thing in the world, but this drone did cost me quite a bit of money at a time when I didn't really have a lot. So, I try to make sure that I'm getting my money's worth out of it, I guess. And as of right now, I haven't really used it that much. So, my plan is to actually get it out more and more. All right, so we're going to end that part right there. All right, so on this part here, I'm just going to kind of get a little more technical with it, see what I can do here. You'll see that I'm trying to kind of test my abilities and my skills and just see what I can actually do. So I'll go up and around. I don't think I'm going to go up and around. I think I'm going to go up and get kind of close to where we load the bins at. And maybe I'll come down on the other side of the water thing over there. I don't know. I'm getting a little bit of the toilet bowl effect here on the drone. So as you can see, it's moving a little bit. It doesn't usually do that. So I'm kind of in an area where I think that the GPS isn't really working so well. So I don't want to test it too far. But I do really want to test myself. So that's kind of the whole purpose here. So you'll see this is the plane itself and the other side of it, which I know a lot of people don't get to see that. And I'm going to try to get a little bit closer, and above all this mess is where we load the bins themselves. Okay, we're coming up on the bins here. You see the conveyor belt. So there's the bins that we load in. That's the sand side. And then I think in the center we have what's in the center? Pea gravel, and then the other side's 57 grade gravel, something like that. I can't remember. But we have two belt systems here. So again, this is a great way to kind of look at the belts and see if there's anything from afar anyway that you can tell that's broken or anything's hanging off. Whatever, what the condition of it is a little bit. And then again, we're going to go to the top and kind of check and see what this side looks like. As you can see, you can tell the little plates they put on the side there, the little brown plates. That's where the top had blown and they had welded those together. Just kind of going around a little bit here, seeing, what I can do and what I can't do. That was actually really close to the power lines. And I wanted to be somewhat close, but my judging is still a little off. I'm working on that. That's kind of the whole point of all this here. And then I'm going to go up over here next to the stone guys and the auto parts place across the street. I think it's like a reclamation type place. I forget the name of it. I don't work at this facility right now. It's been a while since I've been down there, so I apologize. This is the stone place right here. Super cool place. They have a lot of inventory for pretty much anything you'd want landscaping wise. This is our little lot right here. And as you can see, the two conveyor belt system. And then our little outbuilding and stuff. Now at this point here, I started noticing a low battery warning coming on the drone. And I was kind of looking to see if I had put in the newer battery that I bought or if I had left the older one, because I kept one and threw one away. And I think this might be the older battery. I'm not sure. So I think what I'm going to do is just replace them both. The one that I had bought was $30 or whatever. I know it's a costing kind of thing, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the batteries I have now and set them to the side. I won't toss them, but I'm not really going to use them. You know what I mean? They're going to be like spares, because I think I think what I have going on here is battery issues, at least some of it. So right now I'm going up and above our break room, kind of just seeing what I could see here, see if I could see inside the windows, that kind of thing. Which, as you can tell, you can. If I didn't have all the glare on there, I'd probably be able to see whatever's inside there. But that's okay. So I thought that was really cool, and getting a little bit technical there was kind of my goal. So I've been able to do everything that I'd set out to do, which is nice. So I think I'm just going to go ahead and land it here, and then I'll go from there. Okay, so the rest of the video here, I'm just going to let it play. You'll kind of get the idea. I'm getting a little more comfortable again with the drone, so I'll put a little music in here if you guys enjoy. Let me know if you see anything that looks a little amiss, or maybe we got some drone operators out there that can tell me if I'm doing something wrong. This is a Hubsan Xeno Pro Plus. Always looking for advice. As you can see, I'm not the greatest pilot in the world, but I do okay, and I'm trying to learn. So just if you have any ideas, suggestions, comments, anything like that, just put them down below, guys. I'd really like to hear from you. Thank you very much, and enjoy the rest of the video.